Hello, so I'm reviewing this Supernova right after the Twilight review, so hopefully I can keep it short as the other review. And yeah, um, let's get right into it. So the Supernova is a 6BA IM retailing for 850, and let's get right into it. So the drivability, you could just use a dongle, like it doesn't require crazy amount of power. In terms of the accessories, I had an older Supernova set, so newer sets might have different accessories. The case is threaded and metal. I would prefer if there was some kind of rubber lining or like any kind of padding, because just bare metal is not really it. But there is the 7th Acoustics logo right here, which is neat, you know. In terms of the cable, it's fine, does the job, terminates in 4.4, kind of thin tangles sometimes near the ear hooks. Like, it does the job. It's not anything super impressive. You know what I mean? And then, in terms of build, it has a nice resin shell. The abalone faceplates shine really well in the sunlight. Like, this is not doing it justice at all. And it has, I don't know if you can see. Okay, it reflects in the sunlight. There's a vent hole near the 2-pin, which might lead to there's not a lot of pressure in terms of an LBAIM, which is very, very welcome to see. I also have a Sankai's on, like this Tangzhou Sankai's wide bores, so that also helps relieve some pressure. And in terms of size, it's like a medium large-ish IM. And if I were to describe the sound simply, I would describe it as a smooth operator. In terms of the bass, it is present but not overbearing. There's decent texture and impact for an all-BA set. It's definitely not for bass heads though. Like, as a bass head, I would have liked more impact, but I get what they're going for, and for this set, it definitely fits. And the mids are smooth and balanced for everything. Nothing sounds overemphasized. There's not really any thinness or overly shoutiness. It's just very well done. So I feel like some people might have wanted more meat on the lower mids, maybe, depending on their genres of music and like their preferences. But for me, it just works. Like, it's not crazy, but it's just nice. And in terms of treble, it's well extended, airy, clean. Not really much sibilance that I could detect. And in terms of technicalities, the staging is a hint wider than normal. The height and depth aren't really anything crazy. I would say height is more average and depth is like average-ish, maybe a bit below average. So it's not that impressive. Details are present and fine. There's a solid sense of where sounds are placed within the soundscape, and they're distinguished well. It's just, if you're looking for a kilobuck killer or anything like that, you won't find it in this IM. It's like how do you describe it? A 7 out of 10 for everything, I suppose, instead of like a 10 or 9 out of 10s in like a few areas and 6 in everything else. It's like just a well-rounded IM, I guess. I'm sorry, my vocabulary isn't that good today, and I'm doing this in one take. So I do have comparisons with the RSV right here, which I also compared to the Twilight earlier. So comparisons with RSV. Before I go into sound, let me just say, look, hold on, let me get the right unit. Look at the size difference on this. All right, or no, yeah, you can see it. This one way thicker. Like, damn, you could really see here, like, Jesus. And the thing is, for my ears, they're both pretty comfortable, even though the RSV takes up way more space in my ear. The nozzles are like a bit on the thicker side, depends on your ear canals. And I think that's enough of showing the comparisons. I mean, I also forgot to say, the RSV does, or is unvented, so if you don't have like Sankai tips or anything, you might be bothered by the unvented pressure. Just, depends on you. So try to demo it before you can buy it. I don't know. Depends on you. Comparisons with RSV. The RSV is more of a warm neutral tune compared to the Supernova, which is more neutral and technical. So both are really good for all bass sets. It just depends what you want more. Whether you want a more relaxed, chill sound with like warmth, and if you don't mind the larger shell, versus the Supernova's more neutral, technical tune. It's not more exciting, I would say. It's just the Supernova is not as laid back, and it's like a medium large shell, so a bit better for comfort, depending on how your ear's shaped. Depending on the day, I could prefer either or. Doesn't really matter. They're both good sets. And yeah, after all this time, the Supernova still holds up. I would recommend it if you could find it used for like 500. And yeah, I kept this pretty short, I'd say. I had a bunch of flubs, like I did with the Twilight review, but hopefully you guys don't mind it too much. If you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comment section below. I'll try my best to help you guys. And yeah, hopefully next review isn't crazy, like it isn't a few months away. I don't know. I'll try my best. I still got sets to review. Like, I don't think I've reviewed the Dark Magician by itself. I haven't reviewed the Noir X by itself. I haven't reviewed so many sets by themselves, so I will try my best to get on that. And yeah, hopefully y'all have a good day. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.